Hello, everyone. Thank you for spending part of your evening with us today. We know your time is valuable and we truly appreciate you being here. My name is Kenya Williams with Houston Public Works, and tonight we're excited to share an important street project that will transform your community. Our goal is to keep you informed, prepared, and confident about what's ahead and what's happening in your neighborhood. Before we begin, we ask that you please hold your questions until the end of the presentation. Many of your questions may be answered along the way, and we have set aside dedicated time to make sure everyone has an opportunity to ask what's on their mind. This project is in one of the most active and engaged parts of our city, District C, and representing this dynamic district is our newly elected council member, Joe Panzarella. The virtual floor is yours, Councilmember Panzarella.
Communication channels are still very much the same from Councilmember Kamen's office. So if you would like to reach out and discuss this project or other projects in your neighborhood, feel free to reach out to District C at houstontx.gov. And yes, and we're happy to talk there. I also want to give a shout out and kudos to the engineering team, the planning team, and everyone on this call that is putting this project together. It's not easy and it's complicated work, but they're really putting together an amazing project for all of us here in District C and along University Boulevard. So thank you and kudos to y'all. This is a great project that is going to increase mobility. It's going to increase safety in the corridor. And as something that I ran on for safe streets, I'm really excited to be able to see shovel-ready projects like this. And this is just another step forward to getting this project started and going forward. I will say a small portion of this project design has really wide sidewalks. We'll talk about it more later, where I think they go as far as 11 feet at some point in time. I'd love to see wider, more comfortable sidewalks in projects throughout District C. And so as you see this presentation, keep that in mind and continue to reach out and express your desire as well for safety improvements like that. So that being said, again, kudos to the engineering and project team here. Thanks so much for having me, and please reach out if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. Behind every successful project is a dedicated team working tirelessly to bring your vision to life. Our goal is to create a project that reflects the community's needs while ensuring a safe and efficient experience for both motorists and pedestrians. Today, we'd like to introduce the project team to you. With the City of Houston, we have Supervising Engineer and Team Lead, Michelle Randon. We also have Stefan Williams, Dedrick Holmes, and Managing Engineer Sherry Kane. Tanu Hiremith is our Assistant Director for Infrastructure. Our design consultants from GC Engineering, Inc. are Mahendra Rodrigo, Umesh KC, and Bandana Bayol. These talented professionals are working behind the scenes to plan, design, and deliver improvements that will make our city safer, stronger, and something we all can be proud of. Tonight, we'll walk you through the design updates, next steps, and how to stay connected with us throughout the process. Houston Public Works is committed to building forward and building better. This street project provides for acquisition, design, and construction of approximately 1,800 linear feet of two-lane, non-divided concrete roadway with curbs and gutters, new sidewalks, driveways, street lighting, water line, and wastewater system. This $7.2 million project is scheduled to begin in winter 2027 and anticipated to be completed in winter 2029. Once the design is complete, a contractor will be selected and Houston Public Works will return to host a How to Prepare for Construction meeting prior to construction start, so stay tuned. So what do we mean when we say winter 2027? This is how we define the seasons in our construction timeline. Winter is January, February, March, weather permitting, of course. Now, let's take a look at some of the exciting design updates. Joining us tonight is our team lead, Michelle Randon, who has been working closely with the project team to help bring this vision to life. We're excited to have you here this evening, Michelle, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Kenya. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to discuss the project layout and some of the details, and I'll point out some of our safety features as well. The schematic layout will have two westbound lanes, with the outer lane being left 11 feet and your inner lanes being 10. You'll have one eastbound lane that'll be at least 11 feet as well. If you look at the intersection of Kirby and University, you see we have a signal light there, but also for safety, we have added high visible marking in each direction. Also, you will also have designated left turn lanes as well. So in the outer westbound lane may serve as a parking lane outside of peak hours, and we're going to be adding signage will be added at that time. Here from Kirby to what you see on the screen, on University, you'll have slanted head-in parking on the south side. Crosswalk at Kelvin will be at grade with added designated southbound right turn lane. The sidewalk along the south side existing will be from the building fronts till approximately about 8 feet typically. The sidewalks on the north side between Kirby and Kelvin, it will be 6 feet wide, between 6 feet wide and 11 feet wide between Kirby and Kelvin, and between Kelvin and Morningside. The second part of the project from Morningside to Greenbrier, you have two westbound lanes and two eastbound lanes, 11-foot outer lane and a 10-foot inner lane. You have outer westbound lanes that may serve as parking lanes outside of peak hours, and signage will also be added. You have added designated eastbound and westbound left turn lanes also at Morningside intersection. Sidewalks on the north and the south between Morningside and Greenbrier will be 6 feet wide. Some of the upgrades and safety features that we have added to the project. We have high visible crosswalk striping at each of the intersections, including Kelvin. We have a rapid flashing beacon light at Kelvin for pedestrian crossing. And sidewalks will be at ADA improvements will be made for safer pedestrian ramp on the south side. Designated southbound right turn lanes has been added on Kelvin. And we have custom street signs. Black powdered poles for signals, street lights, and stop signs are also going to be upgraded. 11-foot sidewalks from Kirby to Kelvin is on the north side. And tree wells at every 30 feet from Kirby to Kelvin on the north side will be added as well. Traffic signal upgrades. Here in this particular slide, we want you to see typically what your signal poles will look like. And as you can see, there'll be black powdered poles, and your street lights as well will be black powdered. So your new custom street signals are proposed at the following intersections at University will be at Kirby, Morningside, and Greenbrier. The drainage improvements to be included will provide drainage improvements along University Boulevard to accommodate the roadway improvements within the proposed right-of-way. Increase storage and conveyance capacity to mitigate for the proposed improvements along the boulevard as well. The updated drainage will meet both 2-year and 100-year level of service. Utilities and lighting, utilities, sanitary, sewer upgrades and rehabilitation determined based on evaluations in the design, and water lines will be removed and relocated as needed. The street lighting will be brought up to current city standards, and city poles will be custom black powdered. And the next steps, I'll turn it back over to Kenya, and she will go into the design phase and the calendar schedule.
Thanks, Michelle. Those were some great, exciting design updates. So we are currently in the design phase for this project that's just wrapping up the design. Once the design is complete, it will go to bid and we will search for a contractor for this project this year and expected to um, start the construction at the beginning of 2027. Now, the schedule is subject to change depending on the execution of the dedication agreements, right-of-way entries that are signed by the business owners. Staying connected is easy. Visit engagehouston.org to get the latest project updates, explore design plans, ask questions, and follow the project's progress every step of the way. We believe great projects are built on transparency, communication, and community involvement. EngageHouston.org is your direct connection to the project team, ensuring you always have access to the information you need and a place where your voice can be heard. Looking for more details? The project page has you covered, with additional exhibits, the traffic control plan, and the tree protection plan all right at your fingertips. Be sure to hit the subscribe button in the top right corner. Once you're subscribed to this page, you'll get email updates delivered straight to your inbox as the project moves forward. Stay in the loop with just one click. Now, a brief demo on how to navigate on engagehouston.org.
Welcome to engagehouston.org, your go-to hub for staying informed and involved in Houston's infrastructure projects. Want to view the site in a different language? Just click the globe icon in the top right corner and choose the one that works best for you. Under You're Invited, you'll find upcoming virtual community meetings. When it's time to join, just click the link. It goes live automatically. Click on any project page to explore details like budgets, timelines, maps, and why each project matters. Scroll down for construction updates, downloadable plans, and more insights about what's happening in your community. And here's one of our most powerful tools, the interactive map. Simply enter your address to see projects happening in or near your neighborhood. It's an easy way to stay connected to improvements right where you live. Have questions? Visit the FAQ page or use the Engage Us tab to get in touch with our team directly. Use the top menu to explore projects across the city, or type a project name right into the search bar to find what you need fast. Want full access? Click Register, create a username, set your password, answer a few quick questions, confirm your email, and you're in. Welcome to EngageHouston.org, Houston's award-winning platform where transparency meets progress, and your voice helps shape the city's future.
If questions or concerns come up at any point, we're here to help. You can call 311 for immediate assistance, visit engagehouston.org to submit questions, or email us directly. We're committed to responding and supporting you throughout the project. Now comes the most important part of the evening, the opportunity for you to participate, ask questions, and hear directly from our project team. We're here to provide clarity, address concerns, and make sure you feel informed and confident moving forward. And to lead us through this interactive session, I'm thrilled to introduce someone who knows how to keep the conversation flowing. Ryan Prillman from our outstanding engagement team. Take it away, Ryan.
Thank you for the introduction, Kenya. Greetings, everyone. I'm Ryan Prillman with Houston Public Works, and thank you for joining us for tonight's virtual design update meeting regarding the University Boulevard paving and drainage project, and welcome to our Q&A session. This is your opportunity to connect with our team, ask questions, and share your thoughts about the design of this project. Submitting a question is simple. Just follow these steps. Click the Q&A icon on the right-hand side of your screen. It looks like a speech bubble with a question mark. Type your question into the text box and hit send. You can send your questions in anonymously, but we encourage you to include your name and email, especially if your question may need follow-up. While we wait for your questions to come in, this is just a quick reminder that tonight's Q&A isn't the end of the conversation. If you think of something later, feel free to email us at engage@houstontx.gov. That's engage@houstontx.gov. With that being said, let's get started. All right, we have several questions that have come in regards to construction. Now, just a reminder to everyone that's joining us tonight, the project is still in design. So some of the construction projects we will address during the next meeting, which is our how to prepare for construction meeting, which will be prior to when the construction starts. But just wanted to let y'all know that. So we do have several questions in regard to parking. So what is the plan for the parking for owners and employees, and will it be designated and accessible?
Thank you, Ryan. And this is Michelle, and I'll have Mahendra to address our parking layout and what is our proposed concept so far. We haven't completed, like you said, we're still working in design. Mahendra? Let's see, were they able to get on?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you,
Mahendra.
Michelle. I'm Mahendra Abrego, one of the design engineers at GC Engineering. As far as the parking is concerned, we have head-in parking on the south side, as Michelle indicated, between Kirby and Kelvin. And then actually it's past Kelvin towards Morningside. So we have 54 parking spaces proposed, and that 54 parking spaces are going to be public parking. So it's going to be open to general public. In addition to that, on the north side, we have two westbound lanes. The right lane during the off-peak hours may be used as parking. So we're going to have a signage out there indicating when they can people can park on the north side of University Boulevard between the whole length from Kirby to Greenbrier, except at or closer to the intersections and where we have the right turn or left turn lanes. So that's the parking we got. Hope I answered your question.
All right. I have several questions in regards to the timeline. What do we know what side of the University Boulevard that the project is going to start? Is it going to start on Kirby side or the Greenbrier side? Or is that something that we need to wait for construction?
Yeah, we have our plan is to do the project in two phases. One from Kirby to Morningside, and the other from Morningside to Greenbrier. We have not decided which one to go first. It kind of depends on when we're going to have the notice to proceed for construction. So depending on that, we'll decide which way to go. But as of now, most likely we'll be constructing the west side first, which is from Kirby to Morningside, and then open that to traffic, and then work on the east side, which is Morningside to Greenbrier.
Thank you. All right, another parking question. We do have concerns from the business owners in the area in regards to when the construction is underway and the accommodation of the property owners during the construction. Usually we do accommodate in some way, correct?
we do accommodate, when it comes to parking, we may not have a whole lot of options in providing parking within the stretch of construction. However, when it comes to pedestrian movement, that's one of the most important aspects that we are considering all along the design. We'll have to provide access for pedestrians to the businesses, especially those on the south side.
Understood. All right. Let's see. So we have a lot of construction related questions coming in. Let's see. So if there is a most of these questions are regarding, the parking, and that's the main concern we're getting. So I'm trying to get you guys these answers to these questions, but let's see. Okay, here's a question in regard to Morningside. Is there why is the westbound right turn lane proposed at Morningside? Looks like the volumes are not that high there.
We actually don't have a separate westbound right turn lane. That actually, there is a current westbound right turn lane, and we have done the traffic counts, 24-hour traffic counts on a weekday as well as on the weekend. So the weekday traffic counts show that there's a significant right turn, westbound right turn at Morningside. So to accommodate that, we provided this right turn lane.
Got it. Thank you. Are there any all right. Will there be any property loss? I'm not sure what they're asking, but due to this project, property loss, I'm not sure what they mean, but just want to.
They're asking on behalf of the business, as a business owner, will they be compensated? That was the question. So most of these questions can be answered during the construction phase with the contractor. We don't have we have not selected a contractor yet, but once that contractor is selected, they will provide us a construction phasing map where they will decide what side of the street they will work on, what the hours will be, how they're going to handle the sidewalk in phases, of course, and driveways and etc. We do have one question, and I don't know if the design team can answer this or Michelle. The comment is in the question, about 10 years ago, this project was planned and announced to change University to a one-way street. I believe University was to be eastbound only, with Times or Rice going to westbound only. Is this no longer the plan, and was that project simply canceled and replaced with this project? Does anyone know the history behind that?
We started this project back in 2016. There has probably been a talk about making it one way, but it never, as far as we are concerned, from the the preliminary engineering stage to now, it was never considered as part of the design. So it is a two-way street.
Okay, thank you. What we are going to do, and it is part of our process after the meeting, we will gather all of these questions and create a spreadsheet with the questions and answers. at least the answers that we know now. If we cannot answer due to it, it being a construction question, we will still have that question, and once a contractor is selected, we will get the answers. So please, by next week, refer back to the project page on engagehouston.org, and you will see the list of questions and answers from tonight's meeting.
Yeah, Kenya, I just want to add a few things.
Yes.
So I want to let everybody know that we're gonna come back to the community to hold another public meeting just before the construction starts. So that is our pre-construction meeting for the community. In that meeting, we will discuss detailed, construction concerns, address your construction concerns. And then we will let you know how you can prepare and, working with us to have a successful construction through this project area. Just in general, I saw several questions, quite a bit of questions regarding the access and the working hours, noise, in this project area during the construction. Just to give you a general idea, like I said, we will come back when we get close to the construction. We will, communicate with you in more detail. But as a general, give you a general idea, the contract is allowed per City Houston's contract, terms and conditions. They can work Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're not allowed to work on Sunday unless there's some special situations they have to work in those days. And they are also not allowed in the most of the city observe the holidays, except the 3 holidays, MLK, Juneteenth, and the last one is veteran. So those 3 holidays, it depends on contractors' preference, if they need work to get the schedule met, or they choose to not working on those 3 days. So all other holidays, they're not allowed to work. And we also heard some communities' feedback. They are concerned for the construction ongoing during the Christmas time, New Year's time. So we will work with the community to give the, this area, because it's a heavily commercial area during the holiday. We will work with the community there. Try to give you a break during your best time for your business that around the Christmas time, Christmas and New Year time. So Michelle, if you have anything to add about that?
Yes. Currently what we're looking at is that if we are able to get the project awarded and the contractor selected and everything approved, we'd like to start sometime in February of 2027 after Valentine's Day. That would be pretty much your last holiday. That will give us several months ahead of schedule before the next holidays approach. If we're unable to meet that schedule, then we're also looking at the option of working at Greenbrier, starting at Greenbrier and working down to Morningside or Morningside to Greenbrier, to accommodate that break to not to interfere with the holiday hours, the holiday days. So that is our intention. We're working real hard to coordinate that and to get everything passed and finalized. And as Sherry has also stated, we're trying to get working with the business owners to get all the documentation in, because the sooner we can get the documentation in and finalized, it helps us to move the project forward to meet those deadlines that we're projecting. I saw a question on there. The business owners wanted to know if they can meet with the project team if they have some concern questions. We will get with Ms. Kenya to put the information on how to send an email for requests for those meetings for us to meet with the business owners. We want you all to reach out to us to express your concerns so we can work with you on those things so we can get all of your paperwork signed off.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. I also want to add, as a part of the effort of the design, we're working with our EOR, the engineer on the record, to have a detailed traffic control plan in place so we can make sure during the construction, we still have the traffic flowing through this area and have the business, make sure the business have their access. Of course, I want to kind of emphasize any construction to the community, there will be inconvenience, right? So we also ask the community for your understanding for the construction and work with us. So if we work together and we would be able to, get the construction done on time quicker. So after construction, you will enjoy a brand new, street and infrastructure. So hopefully, between the city and the community and everybody, we can get this one constructed successfully with the minimum impact that we can do. At the same time, we do ask for the understanding from the community and the support for the temporary inconvenience during the construction. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, we advise organize, don't agonize. Please, please, please. So thank you. Any
Kenya,
other
one more
questions?
note. Yeah, one
Yeah.
more note. And that is during construction, what we seem to see that works real well. Please visit the Engage Houston, as Ms. Kenya has informed you. We work very closely with her during construction to let her know of any changes or any updates in construction, traffic changes. So it's a lot of information that the project team will provide to her to make sure you all are aware of anything that's going on within the project area. So I just wanted to remind everyone to please get involved with Engage Houston because we work with them very closely during construction.
Thank you, Michelle. I didn't pay her to say that, guys. So thank you. Thanks for plugging that. Okay, anything else? All right, Ryan, you want to wrap it up for us?
Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Michelle. And thank y'all, project team, for answering those questions for us. That wraps up our Q&A session for this meeting. On behalf of the Houston Public Works, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Councilmember Joe Panzarella and the entire District C staff, as well as our project team, the public engagement team, and most importantly, you, our community members and stakeholders, for taking the time to join us tonight. Until next time, have a great night.